my side and let me share the screen. Okay, so now Joshi can read this table also. Select star from. Let me run this query. Control C. This is Joshi session, right? Control V. Select star from human resource dot department. So now she can read that particular table also. Okay, fine. This is how we can give permissions to a login or user on a specific table. If you want permissions on 2 tables, you can give 3 tables, you can give like that. Individual permissions on individual tables, if you want to give, you can give like this. Okay, either by going to the table properties or by going to the user properties, not login, user properties. Okay, fine. Any questions, guys? Any doubts in the security? That's it from the security. Okay, so security is completed. Any questions? Any doubts?
I want to ask you one thing. One login, one user created, or one login we create multiple users?
You have to tell the answer. We have already discussed this point. In which scenario one login multiple users will be created? One parent will have one child or multiple children? We have already discussed this point in the beginning itself with the need diagrams and all. We have discussed, and I have already asked you one question. For one login, how many maximum users we can create? For one login, how many max users we can create for one login?
32,767.
Yes,
3 to 7.
32,767. Yes, that means for one login we can create multiple users, right? On the same database, we cannot create multiple users for a single login, but on different databases, we can create multiple users. Clear, Joshi?
Can you repeat it? I just confused because when I'm trying to just create one.
What is the confusion here? Tell me once. Why? Because this is
Human Sources Department.
no, I did not get your question. What is that?
वर्षा पड़ता है बाहर है.
Can you please mute in case if you don't have questions? Yeah, Joshi, you're asking something. Tell me.
Yeah, actually, when I was trying to create now, so by default it create the user like login user, login I created. So user by default is created when I went, but I
How
don't know
come
how
by
to
default?
create.
By default, how can it will be created? Tell me. When the user will be created in a database, in what scenario the user will be created in a database? Tell me. Can you show me why by default a user is creating? Can you show me by just sharing your screen? Is it possible now?
No,
By
by default means
default, user won't be created. If you give access on the specific database, then only the user will be created.
yeah, right.
Right?
But I don't know, yeah, but I don't know how to create multiple user, the same login.
Yeah, why? Why you need multiple users for same login in the same database? Why? What is the requirement? But logically, is it possible? Now you tell me, we have discussed a lot of points, right? In case no need to
Yeah.
do practice, is it possible to create multiple users for the same login in the same database? Logically, just think logically. No need to test it also. Think logical. First of all, my question is why you want to create, okay, multiple users for the same login in the same database? That is my first question. Second question is it possible logically to create multiple users in the same database for the same login? Now anyone can answer this question.
No need to create multiple users on the same database.
Okay, fine. Is it possible to create another user with another name in the same database for the same login?
I think it's not possible, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Why? Can anyone tell me the answer?
Sir, by mapping, we will
Very good, excellent. SID.
take only one phone, sir.
Yes, that's it. SID will be only once you can see a single SID. When you create a login, it will generate an SID. When you give access on any database, which will create a user, which will create same SID for the user. Might be your username can be different. You can give different username, but you cannot choose SID, right? Joshi, is it clear? You cannot choose SID, right? So it will be created based on the login SID, right? With login SID, already a user is created. Then how can you create one more user in the same database with the same SID? SIDs are unique. Clear, Joshi?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, fine. So any questions, guys? Any questions, any doubts? So, okay, fine. So if there are no questions, let's start discussing the backups concept. Okay, so we'll discuss the backups today. We'll start backups. It will take again 2 days to complete backups and restores. We'll start now, and by the next weekend we are going to complete backup and restores. Okay, so backups. Okay, so why we have to take the backup? You're all using smartphones. Okay, you are all using WhatsApp. So do you, anyone knows your WhatsApp is going to take backup of your messages? Anyone knows this one?
WhatsApp will take backup every day at
Yes.
Every day at what time?
Yes, sir.
2 o'clock, sir.
Very good, excellent. Every day at 2 a.m. your WhatsApp, there will be one job running in your WhatsApp, not in your phone, in the WhatsApp servers. Okay, it will take backup of all the messages of every customer. You are a customer to WhatsApp company. Don't think customer is a big word. You are a customer to WhatsApp company. Okay, whatever apps you are using, you are a customer. You are a customer to PhonePe. You are a customer to Google Pay. If you have any issue, you will contact, okay, Google Pay or PhonePe support. You're a customer to Flipkart. If you have any issue with your orders, you'll contact Flipkart support or Amazon support. Okay, like this we have a lot of customers, right? Yes. So every day at 2 o'clock, okay, WhatsApp will take backup of all your messages automatically. What is the use of taking backups? Why it will take the backup of all your messages? Every day it will take. Why? What is the use?
For restoring purpose, if anything happens, so we can restore our data.
Excellent. Okay, sometimes like in case if your phone is damaged or your phone is missed, someone stolen your phone, but a lot of important messages are there in your WhatsApp. How you are going to get all this data? Once, okay, if your phone is damaged, you will put the SIM in another phone and you will register in another phone with your email ID. So whatever backups are taking, it will be taken to the email ID. Either Gmail you will give or another email you will give. So all the backups will be taken to the Gmail ID. Once you just registered with the same number, with the same email ID in another phone, you can see all the messages will be restored automatically. Imagine if there is no backup feature, you are going to miss lot of important messages, right? Lot of important documents, lot of important pics you are going to miss, right? In the same way, don't know next minute what will happen. Might be your server may crash, your database may crash, okay, or else something happened to the location, the building may collapse. In which building the servers are there, the building may collapse. Might be due to some natural calamities like earthquake, tsunamis, floods. We cannot expect next minute what will happen. Okay, so that's why every record is important. Imagine you are buying, so because of this August 15th, Amazon and Flipkart introduced a lot of sales. Okay, the lot of offers they have introduced, and lot of people buy a lot of things and all. So imagine suddenly Amazon database is crashed. Whatever people are ordered, that particular database is crashed. So Amazon is going to send a message, I am sorry, my database is crashed. I cannot deliver your product. Is it going to work like that? No, right? At any cost, they are going to deliver the products. Okay, even though their database is crashed. Okay, so they are going to maintain a backup of the database. Why? Data is very important. Each record is important. Might be you can buy an item for 10 rupees, or you can buy an item for 10,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupee. That is different thing. The cost is different. But you are a customer to Amazon. They don't want to lose. Okay, today you are buying a 10 rupees. Tomorrow you might buy 1 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees items. Don't know, right? So you are a customer. They don't want to lose your data. Not only like this, just for giving example, I'm taking Amazon and all, just for live example. Okay, so every record is very important, guys. Imagine you're working in a company, your salary and all will be recorded in a table, right? At the end of the day, your salary will be recorded in a table, will be stored in a table. If that particular record is deleted, or if the table is deleted, or if the database deleted, so is the organization going to send my table is deleted, I cannot send you the salary for this month? No, right? So every record is important, guys. Every record is important. So that's why don't know next minute what will happen. We are going to take the backup of all the databases. There is no specific criteria. Small databases will take backup, big databases will take backup, nothing like that. If it is a database, we have to take a backup of those databases. Very important thing. Why? Because don't know next minute what will happen. Your data might be lost, or your database might be corrupted, your server might be corrupted, your server may crash. So don't know, anything can happen in the next minute. There is no guarantee. So that's why every time we'll take a backup of the databases. Okay, so that is the importance of the database. We have different types of backups in the SQL Server. Okay, so we have full backup. Let me explain all the types of backups. Okay, we have full backups. We have differential backups. We have log backups. We have copy only backups. We have file and file group backups. Okay, we have striped backups. We have mirror backups. We have tail log backup, partial backup, partial differential backup, cold backup. Lot of backup, almost all 11 types of backups are there. Okay,
Split backup.
split backup, striped backups, both are same.
Okay.
Okay, so you can check here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 we didn't miss anything. Strip and split backups both are same, and cold backup. Transaction backup. Transaction backup means transaction log backup only. Okay, transaction backup means transaction log backups. Right? So these are the different types of backups. We don't discuss all these things in the organization. Okay, we'll use full backup, we'll use differential backups, we'll use log backups, we'll use copy only backups. Okay, we'll use tail log backups, and we'll use, sometimes we'll use striped backups. So we'll discuss whatever things we are going to do, okay, use in the organization. We'll discuss all those backups and all. So first let's start with the full backup. Simply, the simple thing is, full backup means it is going to take the backup of the whole database. Okay, full backup will take the backup of the whole database, including your data file and log file. Database means collection of data files and log files, right? So full backup will take the backup of the whole database, including your, okay, Nandini, yeah, let me give you the permission. Nandini, have you rejoined, or like again just now you're joining?
Yes, sir. Due to network issue, it was automatically disconnected, sir.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Give you the recording permission. You can do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So full backup means simply it will take the backup of the whole database. Whole database means all the files. Okay, all the data files and log files. In case you have 10 data files, it will take the backup of all the files. Okay, and it will take the backup of log files also. How many files are there in your database? It will take the backup of the whole database, including yesterday we discussed it, right? Committed transaction, uncommitted transaction, including everything. Okay, first it will take the backup of the whole database completely. Whatever transactions are there, committed or uncommitted transactions, everything it will take the backup. How to take the full backup? Okay, so very simple. In case I want to take AdventureWorks full backup, there are two ways as usual. One is GUI mode, right click, tasks, backup, and again it's very important to take the full backup for the first time. If you created a new database without performing full backup, you cannot take any of these backups. Okay, without taking full backup, you cannot take any of this. Full backup is must for each and every database. Directly for new database, I'll take differential backup. It won't work. Okay, first of all, it will ask you to create a full backup, right? So like this I can. So in case I want to create a full backup, full backup means what? It's a file, right? Backup file it will create. So in which location this backup has to be stored, we have to provide the location, right? We have to give the path, right? In which location the backup has to be provided. Sorry. In which location the backup has to be saved, we have to provide the path, right? So I will choose the path. Okay, so here the database is AdventureWorks. Later you change your mind, you just right click on AdventureWorks. Later, no, I will take the Amazon database backup. You can simply choose the database from here. Which database you want to take, you can simply change from this list. What type of backup you want to take? I will take full backup. See here we have full differential. Okay, so 1 minute, only 1 minute. Okay, why it is having only full and differential? What is the recovery model of this database? Simple recovery model. Okay, let me go with full recovery. I'll explain. Okay, what is this recovery model and all? I'll explain. So you want to take full backup. Okay, choose full backup, right? And to which location you want to take backup? To the disk, right? Backup to disk. There is a URL also for Azure and all. Will take the backups to URL, but as of now we are not going to take backup to URL. We'll use only disk. Disk means in our drive. In our drive, we are going to either you are going to take the backup to C drive, C disk, or D drive. Like that, you are going to take the backup. Okay, so fine. Let me. This is the default path. In case if you don't provide any path, by default it will be taken to the cadventureworks.bak. I will remove this default path. Okay, I will select another path. Click on add. This is the path. Okay, C program files, Microsoft SQL Server. Under this we have MS SQL 14.MS SQL Server. Under this we have MS SQL folder backup. Let me show you the physical path. C program files, Microsoft SQL Server, instance root directory. This is the instance root directory. In that MS SQL folder, there you can see backup folder, right? So to this location, it will take the backup. By default, this is the path. C program files, Microsoft SQL Server, MS SQL Server, MS SQL backup. This is the default location, right? So I'll choose this path only. I have to give the backup file name, right? So here you can see already sales full backup is there. You can see same sales full backup, right? Okay, so I have to give the backup file name, right? Otherwise, to which file it is going to create. So try to include the database name to which database you are taking backup. Try to include the database name Adventure Works 2017. Which backup you are taking? I am taking full backup. Full underscore. On which date you are taking this full backup? I am taking on 8th August. Sorry, 15th August. 08/15/2021 dot BAK. Okay, so remember this notation. Why? Because if you give your own name, you can give your own name also. I want to take the backup with my name also. For AdventureWorks, I can give shanmukh.bak or sudarshan.bak or joshi.bak. I can give my own name. But the thing is, the server is not for us. The server is for the organization purpose, application purpose. Now you are in the shift. Next, in the next shift, someone will come. Okay, so in case if the AdventureWorks is corrupted, he has to restore. He has to find out what is the database backup file name and all. If simply it shows shanmukh.bak or joshi.bak, it don't look good, right? So the file name should be okay. Should in the file name, the database name should be included, and what kind of backup it is. Either it is a full or differential or simple. Log backup. You have to include the type of the backup also. It is easy to understand. It's not mandatory, but everyone can easily understand. Okay, this is AdventureWorks database backup, and this is a full backup, and someone took this backup on 15th of August. We can easily understand, right? Based on the date and all. Okay, we can easily understand. Okay, it was taken 1 month back or 2 months back or 1 year back. We can easily understand. That's why you have to include a timestamp, date stamp also. Okay, so I just gave today's date and let me click OK. Let me click OK. So this is the file name. Okay, AdventureWorks 2017 full.bak with the date. Right. Forget about all these things. Okay, so let me explain this thing. It is important. So if you create a backup with the same name, okay, with the same name, again, can I take the backup to the same location with the same name? Now if
No.
I click OK, next time, can I give the same backup name
No.
in the same location? Just a minute, okay. Right, okay. So again, can I take the full backup to the same location with the same name? Is it possible? Just yes or no. Is it possible?
Yes, yes.
Say for example,
No,
Yes, sir.
on the
Yes,
desktop,
sir.
okay, I have this file, guys. Okay, on the desktop, everyone is very confident. Yes, yes, they are saying. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, so I have a file on this desktop with the name student registration form. Can I create another Word document with the same name on the desktop?
No.
It will overwrite.
So by default, it will ask us whether do you want me to overwrite and all. It won't
Replace.
automatically overwrite, right?
Yes.
Right? So it will ask us in case if I am trying to create a new file with the same name in the same location, it will ask us, do you want me to overwrite?
Yes.
Same file is existed. Do you want me to overwrite? You have to click yes and no. If you click yes, it will overwrite. If you click no, it won't create the file with the same name, right? So my question is, can I take the backup with the same name in the same location? Is it possible?
Yes.
No. No.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Who said yes?
Me, sir. Shiva.
Okay, Shiva. So why yes? Any specific reason?
Specific reason I don't know. I tried. Yes, it is saved.
Okay, fine. So the answer is yes. Okay, you can create. Okay, so the reason is if you go to media options, you can see one option. There are two options here. Append to the existing backup set, overwrite the existing backup set. By default, append is selected, right? I didn't choose anything. By default, append is selected, right? So in case if you give the same name to the same location, yes, we can create backup. We can take the backup with the same name in the same location. But what will happen? It will append. Append means what? It will be added to the existing backup set. By default, it will be appended. As Joshi said, I don't want append. I want to overwrite. If you choose this option, it will create the existing backup set. It will delete the existing backup. Sorry, it will delete the existing backup set from that location, and it will create a new backup set. But by default, the option will be append. So in case if you give same name in the same location, it won't throw any error. It will take the backup with the same name. What will happen? It will be appended to the existing backup set. Clear? So whenever you took the backup for the first time, it will create a backup file, right? That backup file is called backup set. Here we have already one backup file is there. This is your backup set. If you give the same name, next time you are taking backup for the sales database with the same name, same sales underscore full dot BAK. What will happen? As per the default behavior, it will take the backup with the same name, but the next time backup will be added to this file. So now what is the file size? 385 MB, right? Next time if you give the same file name, the file size would be doubled. 385 into 385 plus 385. How much? 800 minus 30. 770. Okay. 770. The next file size would be 770 MB. Again, if you give the same name, one more 385 will be added. Like that, how many times you are executing the same query? It won't throw any error. Simply, it will take the backup to the existing backup set. The backup will be appended to the existing backup set. Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts? Is it clear? So this is how we have to take the backup. Okay, so let me click
Yes.
OK. So automatically it will take the backup. Here you can see the status, how much percentage is completed. See here, 10% is completed, 20% is completed. So you can see the status here, how much percentage of the backup is completed. Right, for the first time you took the backup, right? So this is called what? What is this? What is this file?
AdventureWorks.
Yeah,
2017
AdventureWorks
full
only. What
backup.
is that file?
Full backup.
Backup
Yes.
set,
Full
backup
backup.
set, backup set.
Yes.
Okay, we have another terminology called media set. So now you can see here, right, 206 MB. Okay, again I am taking the backup to the same location with the same name. Right click, tasks, backup. Okay, I am not changing anything. Same name, same thing, everything is same. Let me click OK. Click OK. So now the backup is completed. So now if you see here, earlier, how much it is? 206, right? Now it became 412 MB. 206 plus 206, 412 MB. Okay. So what is this file called now?
Media.
Backup set.
Not backup set, media set. If you have only one file in the backup set, that is backup set. Now we have two full backups here in this file, right? You have executed the query, or you took the backup for the 2 times with the same name in the same location. Earlier we have only 206 MB size. Now one more 206 MB full backup is added. So there are two full backup sets in this particular file. So if more than one backup set is there, that file is called media set. If only one file is there in the file, if only one backup file is there in the set, that is called backup set. If more than one backup file is there in that particular file, that is called media set. Collection of backup sets is called media set. Clear? Any issues, any doubts? This is how we have to take the full backup. Okay. Otherwise, there is a query also. What is the query to take the full backup? Let me copy the file name. Okay. What is the query? This is AdventureWorks. Okay. Administrator. Backup database name. You can drag and drop like this. Backup database name to disk is equal to, okay, file name dot .bak. So can I give the query like this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, we have to give path actually. That is not the name.
Okay. So we have to give path. So I didn't give path. So it will throw error, right?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone agree with him?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So let me execute now. Okay.
It will
So
execute.
sorry.
I think it will execute.
Why you think like that? Okay. So the answer will be, it will be succeeded. It will take the backup. Okay. So you might ask that question, where is the path? So the path is, yes.
Default path will take it.
Yeah, automatically it will take the default path. And if you see here earlier, this is 412 MB, right? 412 MB plus 206 MB again. Okay. 412 plus 206, 618 MB. Okay. So in case if you have doubt, if you are confusing, I'll change the file name slightly. Okay. Underscore. This is fourth time, right? Okay. So what is this? Okay. Underscore 4 I'll give. Okay. So now let me run this query again. Now it will create a new backup set. Why? Because the file name is changed, right? So path is not required if you are going to take the backup to the default location. Okay, what is the default location? C program files, Microsoft SQL Server, instance root directory, MS SQL backup. That is the default location. Okay, if you want to change it to different location, you can. Okay, you have to provide the path. Okay, I don't want to give the default location. I want to give another path. Okay, so let me create one folder here. Control Shift N, backups. Okay, this is my folder. I want to take the backups to this location. Control C. Now what I have to do, simply I have to provide the path here. Okay, backslash. This is the path up to here. This is the path, right? Up to here. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Up to here, this is the path and this is the file name. So again, you can take the backup. Okay. So like this, if you want to take the backup to a specific location, you have to provide the path like this, the location and the file name .bak. Okay, so if you go to the folder, there you can see, okay, AdventureWorks is created. Under C backups, backup _4.bak is created. So if you don't want to, okay, I mean like, if you don't want to give path, you can take the backup to the default location. It won't ask you the path and all. It will take the backup to the default location. If you don't provide the path, it will take the backup to the default location. If you want to take backup to a specific location, you have to provide the path like this, so that the backup will be taken to that particular location. Okay, so now you came to know, right, how to take full backup, in how many ways we can take the full backup, what is the backup set, what is the media set, what is the default path of the backup location. Now you came to know, right? Is it clear? Any issues, any doubts?
Yes.
Okay, fine, very good. Okay, so I have a question for all of you. Let me know the answer in the next weekend, Friday. Imagine I have a big database, 2 terabytes of database I have. Okay, this is a very small database, right? Almost all 500 MB like that. So that's why it took just a minute to complete the backup. Imagine I have 2 terabytes of database, or imagine I have 1 terabyte of database. For complete the backup of the database, it will take 1 hour. Okay, to complete a 1 TB database backup, it will take 1 hour. Imagine someone added some records in this 1 hour. Someone added some records on the same database, in the AdventureWorks database. Someone added some records, okay, on some tables. So my question is, can we get the records in the current full backup file? Backup is started at 10 o'clock. It is going to be completed by 11 o'clock. Okay. So someone added some records at 10:30. Can we get the records in the 11 o'clock full backup, or we don't get? This is the assignment question. Okay. So in case if we don't have question, I'll close the session. The meeting is going to end now. If you have questions, let me know. I'll open the meeting again. Quickly. If you don't have questions, I don't open the meeting again.
Okay. Okay, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So that is the question. And in case if you don't understand the question, just ping me in the WhatsApp. I'll help you. Okay. Fine. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Okay. Good night.
Bye, sir.
Yeah. Bye.